In a world that never stops talking, we find ourselves drowning in a sea of constant noise and meaningless chatter. Everyone is shouting to be heard, competing for attention in a cacophony of voices that ultimately says very little at all. But amidst this frantic energy, there is a hidden power, a quiet strength found in the one person who chooses not to speak. While others are fueled by the need to fill the air, the powerful use silence as a tool of intention and psychological mastery. Today, we explore the 5 signs that your silence isn't just a habit, but a form of true, unshakable power. Sign number 1. You control the pace of every interaction. In a conversation, the person who speaks less often holds the reins. When you refuse to rush into a response, you force the other person to confront the void you've created. This silence creates a vacuum. Human nature hates a vacuum, and most people will rush to fill it with more information. By slowing down, you show that you value your time and your thoughts too much to waste them on a reactive response. You are observing, calculating, and waiting for the right moment. This gives you the ultimate advantage in any negotiation or debate. The other person begins to feel the weight of their own words, often over-explaining or revealing more than they originally intended. The atmosphere shifts. The room begins to vibrate with the presence of your silence, turning it into a physical force. Into space, you are the anchor. Your lack of reaction is more intimidating than any loud outburst could ever be. Eventually, the noise stops, and the truth comes out. Silence has a way of stripping away the masks people wear. By simply being quiet, you've guided the situation to a place of honesty and clarity without saying a single word. Sign number 2. You are an active observer. While others are busy waiting for their turn to speak, you are watching. You notice the small things, the micro-expressions, the nervous gestures, and the unspoken intentions that others overlook. Your silence is your vantage point. It allows you to gather data and understand the true dynamics of any room. From the shadows of the conversation, you see the full picture. You are like a strategist surveying a complex battlefield. A fake smile, a sideways glance, a tapping foot, nothing escapes your notice because you aren't distracted by your own voice. You begin to see the invisible threads that connect people, the power plays, the hidden alliances, and the genuine emotions. While their minds are cluttered with sentences, yours is organized and sharp, processing every detail with high-definition clarity. You can often predict what will happen next because you have been paying attention to the setup while everyone else was talking. This awareness makes you formidable. You are never caught off guard, and you are always several steps ahead of the crowd. Observation is the foundation of wisdom. By watching more and talking less, you gain a deep understanding of human nature. Sign number 3. Your words have more weight. When you rarely speak, your voice becomes a rare and valuable commodity. In a world of constant noise, the person who is usually silent is the one people listen to most when they finally open their mouth. The atmosphere changes when you prepare to speak. People stop. They lean in. They wait for the insight they know is coming. You don't waste breath on trivialities. You wait until you have something substantial, something true, and something impactful to say. Your words land like a lightning bolt in a clear sky. They cut through the nonsense and hit the heart of the matter. Because you've spent so much time observing, your contributions are often the most insightful and well-timed in the entire room. People respect the person who knows when to keep quiet and when to speak with authority. One sentence from you can change the entire direction of a project or a relationship, simply because of the weight it carries. Silence is the stage that makes your words shine. It builds anticipation and ensures that your message is heard, loud and clear. You are the leader who doesn't need to shout to be obeyed. Your presence alone is enough to command the attention of others. This is the power of economy, knowing that less is more, and that the right word at the right time is worth 1,000 empty sentences. Every time you speak, you add value. This makes you an indispensable part of any conversation or decision-making process. Your quiet command is like a ripple in a still pond, small at first, but expanding to cover the entire surface. You understand that influence isn't about volume. It's about the quality and depth of what you choose to share. When you finish speaking, the room stays silent for a moment longer, digesting the wisdom you've just provided. Sign number 4. You don't seek external validation. Many people talk to prove they are smart, funny, or relevant. But you don't need the applause of others to know your own worth. You are content with your own internal counsel. Your silence is a sign of self-assurance. You don't feel the need to broadcast your every achievement or thought to the world. While others are chasing likes and approval, you are quietly building your own world on your own terms. You understand that true power comes from within, not from the fleeting opinions of those around you. This independence makes you immune to manipulation, since you don't crave their praise. They have no leverage over you. You are your own compass. Your silence is the quiet room where you consult your own values and principles. When you are offered the path of the crowd, you have the strength to say no without feeling the need to explain why. You are navigating by your own map, and you don't need anyone's permission to reach your destination. This self-sufficiency is the ultimate form of freedom. You are liberated from the noise of expectations and the prison of social pressure. Sign number 5. Silence de-escalates conflict. It takes 2 people to have an argument, but only one to end it. When someone attacks you with words, your silence acts as a shield. It refuses to give them the fuel they need to keep the fire burning. By not reacting, you take away their power. You show them that their anger is their own problem, and you refuse to participate in it. Your silence is a mirror. When you don't fight back, the other person is forced to see their own behavior for what it truly is. Without an opponent, their anger has nowhere to go. It eventually burns itself out, leaving them feeling foolish and exhausted. This is the path of the peaceful warrior. You win not by attacking, but by remaining unmovable and centered. The room transitions from the heat of battle to the coolness of peace. You have mastered the situation without lifting a finger. In the end, the person who is screaming often looks to you for the next step, humbled by your composure. You have preserved your energy, protected your peace, and managed a difficult situation with grace and dignity. Silence is the ultimate de-escalator. It is the wisdom to know that some battles are won simply by not showing up to the fight. So, as we walk away from the noise of the world, remember that your silence is not a sign of absence, but a sign of intense presence. It is the calm before the storm, the weight of the truth, and the armor of the self-assured. Embrace the power of your quiet. Let the world shout. You have nothing to prove and everything to see. Silence is not the absence of sound. It is the presence of power. Master it, and you master yourself. Thank you for listening. May your quiet be your greatest strength. If you enjoyed this look into psychology and mindset, don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the human's brain. Check out our other videos on mindfulness and human behavior. There's always more to explore.